Okay, so this is my E36 318 IS BMW. If you take a look at the window, you can see these antenna lines in it. So we'll be talking about that in just a minute. Okay, so this is a aftermarket radio for the BMW, and it's a Pioneer. I had it installed by a shop about 4 years ago, and when they installed it, afterwards I found out that the FM radio had poor reception and the AM radio hardly worked at all. They told me that the impedance from the antenna in the car didn't match the impedance from the antenna in the radio. So I didn't really know anything about it, so I just kind of let it sit. But today I decided to look through the forums and see what I could find. So I found out that other people had the same problem, and a lot of them had the problem that they had was there's a blue wire for the power antenna that wasn't hooked up, and so I took my unit out, found out these two wires were not hooked up. I took off the little connectors like this that was on these and ended up touching them together, and I'll show you here what happened. I'll turn it up. You can hear it's all fuzzy, poor reception. And then if I touch them together, perfect reception, bad reception, perfect reception. Amazing. So this seems like a common problem, so I thought I'd post this video just to so someone else could have this information. So this is a adapter from the car radio harness to an aftermarket harness here going to the radio. This blue wire, it says power antenna on it. You can't really see it, but and this one's also a blue wire. It's got a little white strip on it. So those blue wires, once I hooked them up, made a really big difference. Okay, one more thing. This wire says power antenna, and when I was looking through the forums, I also saw that people had found the blue power antenna wire, so I was wondering what that meant. And I thought it was for an antenna that would either extend or retract from the car, but that's actually not what it is. So if you look at the back window has an antenna in the window, so it's little wires that run through the window. It's also part of the rear window defroster system. If you look at that pillar back there, that pillar behind the covering has a antenna amplifier. So that amplifier amplifies the signal coming from the window, the antenna in the window. And so basically for 4 years I was driving around without that amplifier on because it wasn't getting any power from up here because these wires weren't connected. So I was driving around for 4 years and no power for the rear window antenna. Okay, so today I went to the store and I got a pair of these wire crimpers, and I got some of these little connectors too right here. So I put these two blue wires together. So I'll hook up the radio in just a bit. Okay, so the radio's back installed now. This is 106.7. This station used to be really fuzzy.
Goats. What? Mules.
No.
Aardvarks.
Just like no.
And so as an added bonus, some of the other stations, they used to come in pretty good. They actually sound even better with this power antenna wire hooked up. Okay, and one more thing I forgot, AM works too. Before, this would just come in as just mostly just fuzz. You can hardly hear anything.